Hey everybody, happy Monday. Today I have a very special project for you. I have a heritage photo I'm going to be scrapbooking, and I have all of these gorgeous products. These are printable products from Marion Smith Designs. I will leave her website link down below. She has lots of gorgeous heritage inspired, very vintagey printables. So I have some embellishments, I have some journaling cards and tags, and I have loads of paper. So I'm going to kind of flip through these patterns. I bought all of the 12 by 12 paper. That light blue paper with like the creamy colored flowers, those are the ones I'm going to be using first. That's what I'm going to use today. These are all hybrid papers and products, so you can purchase them on her website. You get access to them kind of immediately, and then you can just print them at home. You do need to cut out those little larger flowers and the butterflies and just, typical printable digital products. So that's what I'm working with today. This is the Rose Culture collection that you can find in her shop. Right now, I think that that's the only one she has available because the website is new, but I'm sure it will not be her last. So the papers in the shop come with a white border around them. So that's how they're designed, instead of being full bleed all around the edges. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim those white borders off, and then I'm going to back my photo with just some craft cardstock from my stash. Before I adhere my paper to the cardstock, I'm going to take my distress tool. I'm going to distress all of the edges, and then I'm going to ink the edges using some Distress Oxide ink in Vintage Photo. So I'm roughing up the edges of this page pretty good. I'm giving them a really nice roughen up. I'm going to go ahead and adhere my pattern paper to this cardstock with some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. I just find that the paper I use to print my 12 by 12 papers, my 12 by 12 prints on, while it gives me an amazing good quality print, it doesn't like to play well with my tape runner, which is totally fine. But it does mean that I tend to use wet glue when I am creating with printable products. That's just my personal preference. So these are washi. Hold on, let me say it again. These are called washi strips, and they are part of kind of the embellishments that come in the collection. I put aside the butterflies because I didn't want sideways butterflies. The rest of these beautiful washi, I'm going to go ahead and ink up using that Distress Oxide in Vintage Photo, and then we're going to layer them up and create a shelf for our heritage photo and journaling to sit on. Now I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to use my T-square ruler, and I'm going to get my first washi strip kind of lined up here. Now, depending on what you would print these on and how you would cut them, you probably could make them look more like washi. I just printed them on my favorite 8.5 by 11 printer paper, and I can just go ahead and adhere them down. I can use my tape runner on this paper. This is just Epson Matte Premium presentation paper, and that works very well with my tape runner. It's just the paper that I use to print my 12 by 12 sheets that sometimes they don't like to play nice with each other. So I'm kind of overlapping, layering, getting all these patterns on, mostly just because I love them. I'm going to trim my photo down just a little bit. After I digitize my pictures and I'm ready to print them, I always print them with a white border. That just makes sure no one's head gets cut off and things are in the same ratio as the original prints were. These are some of the journaling and note cards that are part of the collection, so you can purchase these separately. They cut out super easy, and I'm just going to layer a bunch behind my photo. This is going to help give me a nice separation between that kind of busier background and my photo. It keeps the photo in on display, and it keeps the photo in such a way that it is the first thing you see, and you can go right, your eye will go right to that photo. Once I've chosen which layering pieces I want, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. I'm going to rough up the edges using my distress tool and then ink these layering pieces up as well. So now I can just go ahead and use those layering pieces, kind of put them back exactly where I had put them before. You can kind of see me deciding which ones are going to go under, which ones are going to go over, that kind of thing. I love how these cards and this soft creamy color on them really provides a nice quiet spot to place my photo. And I'm going to put my photo right there, but I do believe I have run away to find my Big Mama foam tape. Yep, of course I have. So I'm going to pop this photo up on some foam tape, which is going to give it just a little bit of lift and a little bit of separation between all those patterns and papers and the photo, and it'll cast those really nice kind of shadows. Gonna go ahead and add some journaling to this card with the butterfly on the top. I have a little bit to write about, just who is in the photos. That is my grandmother, the little baby, and my great-grandmother, and they are enjoying the kitten that's also in the photo. I love, love, love these photos that show my grandmother with animals because she was a huge lover of animals for as long as I knew her, and I also am a huge lover of animals, so I love to see these pictures that include all of her different pets and how she really loved animals through her whole life. So I'm just going ahead adding some information that I have about the photo and then also my thoughts on it, including that little cat story I just told you. To finish off this layout, I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple of these cute little butterflies. These come on a nice sheet, so you can print them out as often as you like, and then you can just cut them out. I really liked the blue ones. I was trying to kind of stick to as many of the lighter kind of white, gray, blue, those colors. Just because I thought that they worked well with my background and they really set the page and the photo off very nicely. So I'm just going to kind of place these around, decide where I'd like them. I know I don't need too many because we have a lot of pattern. We don't need a lot of extra on this particular spread, so we don't need a lot of embellishments, but a couple cute little butterflies never hurt anybody. Also, as an aside, check out my great-grandmother's dress in that photo. Wowzers. That is one beautiful dress, I'm just saying. I love, love, love those old vintage dresses. They're so pretty. I did pop a couple of my butterflies up just for a little bit of extra dimension. For my title, I decided to go with some gold Fitzgerald alphabets. These are kind of like my hoarded Fitzgerald alphabets. They don't make this font anymore, and it was one of my absolute favorites. So we're going to use them on this page because I just felt like they added a little bit of bling and a little bit of sparkle. I am going to go ahead and kind of move these around 100 times, which I'm not going to make you watch, but my title is going to just be So Precious because every time I look at this photo, that was what came to my head. I would just look at it and go, that is so precious. So that's what we went with. Since we can't have just the title be sparkly, we needed to add a little bit more bling. I grabbed these gorgeous gold sequins from Spiegel Mom Scraps. I pulled out, so this sequin mix has all different shades of gold. There's like bright kind of brassy gold. There's more kind of brushed gold. Then there's like a muted kind of almost brassy gold. And those are the ones I chose, the ones that had a more muted look to them. And so they were going to add just the right amount of sparkle to my page, and they matched those thickers perfectly. So I'm just going to scatter them around different areas of my layout. And that's where we're going to call our layout done. Here are all of the closeouts. Check out that dress. Such a cute photo. I hope that you all have had a fabulous, fabulous Monday. I will see you all again tomorrow as we work our way through a video a day in December, and I will talk to you all again soon. Bye.